Yeah, I think so. Give it a quad.
The other Ags on the team are actually kind of garbage. Beastmasters and Axes. Oh, Sonic Wave is used as a zoning mechanism. So Refresher Shard and Ags on the Queen of Pain, and Charlie, of course, takes the Aegis.
Really nice from an IP to identify that they can go for this, and Secret will be hesitant to fight there without their Stampede. I'm honestly surprised they didn't try. I think Secret had a good shot in that fight with just their item advantage. I think that was probably good enough if they could get in, but maybe they felt hesitant without smoke.
Not that it was the wrong move, but it should be noted that Supreme used that Sonic Wave before he picked up the Adagon Scepter, so it's still going to be on cooldown here. As the fight breaks out, MATUMBAMAN jumps in onto the Beastmaster, a huge boundless strike with a false promise. Will keep Saberlight alive. He's able to TP out, or blink TP. Roar used on the Queen of Pain, and he actually stole Blink, so he's going to have a double Blink on YapzOr, his favorite combination. And Queen of Pain finds her way to the grave, but does have buyback.
Snake Shadow Blade, so maybe he can get away here. Yeah, Yap didn't find him.
That's interesting. Why Shadow Blade and not... Well, he had the amulet for a while.
Yeah, I think he's like... My job in this game is to get an ulti off. So whatever gives me the longest freedom in the fight to not get discovered is the best item, right? I like Shadow Blade here. I think it's good. Like, usually you would go Glimmer, but...
Normally you don't see Shadow Blade and Ghost Scepter on the same inventory slot, but today you do. Charlie pops the ult to stay alive. Of course, still has his Satanic, and Seneko, no false promise for 30 seconds as MATUMBAMAN getting destroyed. Nobody's able to help him. And with that, Nip just continues on. Charlie beat the living crap out of him. And they're going to try to force some buybacks now. But, well, then again, Queen of Pain is dead. Does not want to buy back.
Yeah, you're probably not going to get more out of that than what you just did. But at the very least, you defended your base. You didn't lose either the Aegis or the Refresher. Who had the cheese? I still on Beastmaster. They actually have all 3 items still on the Dire. And I think Radiant have none. They've used all. Yeah. So still NIP, I mean, it's not, they're not in a good position, but it's the item advantage that they have from that Roche still intact. They have a really good shot in the next fight. Imagine they get off 2 eggs, for example. Yep. And one of them saves. That's a really good fight. I think Secret need to be a little bit careful now.
That is value.
To drop the ball.
All right, I don't want to backseat here too much, syndereN. I think giving the Aghanim's to Monkey King was a mistake. I think the Centaur one would have been way better so far in these fights. Potentially.
Well, I thought he was going to buy it himself, right? And then he changed his mind. Considering he ended up not buying it, I'm kind of with you. You might have wanted to give it to the Cent.
He does almost have enough to build it, but he's going for AC now. He finished the Lotus Orb, which is super value, of course. Maybe just banking on that Roshan. I feel like if you're banking on the Roshan, it's probably... it's a little ambitious at times, depending on how the game's going. I mean, they do have the 16k net worth lead. It doesn't feel like it, though. It feels like Nip, with those item advantages, like you said, that don't get entered into the net worth at all, could make a huge swing here.
They need to find the fight, though. That's the challenge. They have 2 minutes left on their Aegis. They could, but then they lose their Aegis, right? I think Secret will be happy to wait out the Aegis and then try to fight into Cheese Refresher instead of, you know, NIP forcing them to. Because in my opinion, NIP would actually be able to start looking at high ground here. When you have 2 lives on Troll, you have 2 eggs that both save and an Oracle ult, you're not... Like, your conditions are not going to be better than this until the next Roche. Even if you outfarm Secret by like 2,000 gold, I don't think it's enough.
Oh, wait, Charlie. Gonna get gone on here at this point.
Missed
Boundless Strike misses.
Whoops.
Look at RUBIKK. So YapzOr not only has the Arcane Supremacy, but a Timeless Relic. I mean, what a dream.
His roar lasted, I think, 7 seconds earlier on the quad.
7?
Something like that.
Good
Like, no
God.
joke. Like, roar is 4 seconds stun duration, right? Then you have Arcane Supremacy for another 40%, and then you have another 25%. So 65% on top of 4. That's almost 7. It's like
I know
6.
that telekinesis talent at 25 was the right choice, but imagine the 40% spell amp in conjunction with both of those other things we mentioned. and he steals Sonic away.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Puppy?
Puppy's gonna be found out here. The roar is there.
He stole
Did not
axes.
steal it this time. Yep, axe is unfortunate, but it is the Aghanim's axes, so he could use that to full effect as Troll Warlord. Still with the Aegis intact inside the Wukong's command. That's a level 25 talent one. And Zai getting beat down as the egg will break here. Not break, but hatch. I guess that's the right way to talk about it. Centaur buys back into the game as it looks like Ogre Magi. Puppy will have to die and buy back. They still want to fight. Nisha pops the Shivas. Still has his BKB. It's the 7th one. And this is on the run. Boundless Drag onto 2. Hook stop to follow. There's the stolen egg again. Are you serious? And they're going to finally kill the Nip egg. They do have buybacks in full, as Beastmaster will be the 4th to fall. Now, what else can they get here? They need to force out the buybacks, but then they'll have to retreat. And Aegis, or I should say the Roshan, is not quite up yet. Looks like Supreme wants to take out the waves here to prevent as much damage as possible.
They do have a wave mid though, so these buybacks have to come out. Secret can end the game too quickly.
Fortification. Quap is sitting on 8k gold, by the way. I don't think he's going to have time to go shopping either. There's the roar. MATUMBAMAN going to stay safe right now, but the Sonic Wave completely decimates him. Charlie's going to use his Abyssal Blade on top of the Death Prophet. Pops the BKB finally. There's the Stampede. And it looks like Supreme is going to continue on here. Shadow Strike will slow. And Charlie is going to attempt to beat down Nisha. The Lotus Orb is applied, and MATUMBAMAN did buy back into the game, by the way. He's going to be showing here. He gets off his ult, but the Death Prophet is going to die. We'll buy back into the game. Exorcism is still up. Abyssal Blade onto the Beastmaster. He's going to eat his cheese. He's going to attempt to get out, but he's going to get bashed inside that Wukong's command. So MATUMBAMAN will claim him. That is a dieback Beastmaster. False Promise applied to Charlie, but there's not a whole lot these supports can do at this point. Blinking in is Supreme with a 9,000 gold. Unfortunately, that gold does not apply to your damage in any way, shape, or form. Charlie, finally the False Promise ends, and he dies shortly after. 120 seconds on the deck. Looks like Nip will be falling here, taking the first loss in this best-of-3 series. But well fought. I still can't get over how much gold Supreme is sitting on.
Yeah.
GGs are called. Ay, ay, ay. Whew.
Yeah, I don't know if it would have made a difference if he could have had another S-tier item in that slot. It looks like he wanted to get Octarine. I don't think that's the maker there. They were a little bit short. Man, that was a really good game. I think both teams playing awesome team fights, making really good decisions. NIP getting the Roshans that they did really extended the game.